Cal Braujo, stop raining. Why is it raining? Cal Braujo and Nasruddin Imavov just finished up at UFC Fight Night Paris, and it was a banger card from start to finish. We had 7 first-round finishes. That's probably not true. We had 7 finishes in the first 7 fights of the card. It was banger after banger after banger. We had a little lull where there was like 2 late third round, finishes or decisions. I got to look back at the card and see. But the rest of the card was bangers. Even the main event was a good technical fight. It wasn't a barn burner. It wasn't no Balaji versus Mason Jones, Balajioki versus Mason Jones, obviously. Not John Jones, no homo. But it was banger after banger after banger. Let's start off with the main event. Let's get right into it. Overall, I rate the card probably a strong 8 out of 10. I think the only thing that would bump it up to a 9 or 10 is if the main event was also a banger, or if the co-main gave us a bit more of an eventful fight. That's the only 2 things that would bump it up, because those were the 2, biggest names on the card. Mauricio Ruffy, obviously, and Cal Borralho. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Cal Borralho versus Nasruddin Imavov. I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Cal Borralho looked very slow out there and very sloppy. It looked like he got stuck on the feet because he was scared of being countered the whole time. And he ate Imavov's shots very well. I think that just kind of shows you where Adesanya's chin is at right now, because Cal Borralho ate those shots no problem. I was expecting him to pick up the pace in the 3rd and 4th and 5th, but he kind of just stayed in autopilot and was constantly being pressured the whole time. It was very much a Sean Strickland type-esque performance. And it is what it is, man. Imavov just showed that he's the better striker, showed that he's the better grappler. He defended 5 out of 5 takedowns. Cal Borralho said he was going to show him levels, and it looked like Imavov won 5-0, or even 5 was a little crazy. Probably closer to 4-1. He was speed mogging Borralho. He hurt him in almost every single round. He landed a crisp 1-2, or he loved the 2 to the body, hook over the top, right? Yeah, he's an orthodox fighter, so it was a right hand 2 to the body, left hook over the top. That was landing flush every time, or crisp 1-2. He would slip 1-2 counter, and he would land that over and over and over, and it looked like not Borralho was starting to fade, but he was definitely taking the back seat, if you know what I mean. He was definitely not engaging in the fight as much as he was early on, as much as I thought he was going to do in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. But hey, to each their own. He's his own man, right? Don't talk all that shit acting like you're gonna fucking show levels and stuff if you don't have the dog heart to push in those later rounds, because Imavov was fading. He was definitely noticeably slower in the 3rd and 4th, as you're supposed to be. But if his speed is the biggest deficit that you're facing, not his power, why aren't you stepping on the gas in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th? You know what I mean? Like, he even laid off his kicks too. There was barely any kicks from both men in this entire fight. And Borralho's kicks were landing to the calf. His calf kicks were that calf is mangled. People forget, man, the calf is mangled. Okay? Borralho's landing those calf kicks on the outside calf of Imavov. When they were in the open stance, he was throwing lead outside kicks after he would, do a little feint shuffle, lead outside kick, inside kick. I don't know why he got away from that, He was doing well early on with the kicks, but then just stopped. And even Imavov threw, how many fucking kicks did he throw total? Imavov threw there's no way this is the full fight stats. Let me see the full fight stats. This is just the first round. There's no way. This doesn't even make any sense. Again, with a multi-million-dollar company, why are the stats not on your main event of your UFC Paris fight night card? What the fuck, man? Anyway, I feel like Imavov landed maybe 3 or 4 kicks to the leg. 3 high kicks that glanced off the top. A couple body kicks, but nothing crazy. I mean, they were exchanging body kicks for the most part, but I wish both guys would invest a bit more in the leg. Not to sound like Joe Rogan or nothing, but bro, that's a big target that I didn't take advantage of, especially Borralho. You know this guy's tactic is speed. You're the fighting nerds. Why wouldn't you take advantage of that lead leg that's right there in front of you? Make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense. It doesn't make fucking sense, okay? On to the next. Mauricio Ruffy, we found out, got fucking fraud checked. Flukas Tracy was right. Benoit Saint Denis, stellar performance. He got tuned up on the feet in the second round especially. That's what I said. I'll be honest, I got it wrong. I said Mauricio Ruffy, lighting a candle for my boy. Fighting nerds, rest in peace. Rest in peace, fighting nerds. I said Mauricio Ruffy was going to get the finish in the early second round. And he almost fucking did, mate. He almost did. He almost fucking did. He landed a flush knee. He landed a great uppercut. And BSD took him down and fucking submitted him. We found out Mauricio Ruffy has no ground game whatsoever. He does not know how to defend a takedown well, other than the initial shot. He doesn't know what to do when guys start to chain wrestle. And he has no attacks from the lead hand. Disgusting. No jabs, no low kicks, just looking for the killer KO shot the whole time. And that shit doesn't work against these higher level ranked opponents, bro. Clearly. Benoit Saint Denis fucking fraud checked him. I mean, Benoit was almost a 2-to-1 favor, or a 2-to-1 underdog at one point. I hope some people made some good money on this because nobody expected this. I thought Ruffy was the real deal, but obviously we get fooled again when someone's entertaining. And they're not. Bro got fucking fraud checked by Benoit, bro. How'd you get fraud checked by Benoit? Oh. Devastating. What's next for each of them? I don't know. Definitely don't give Mauricio another fucking grappler. He needs to build back the hype. Let's see who else is in that top 15. Maybe Michael Chandler. Maybe Michael Chandler. Fiziev, I feel like, would do good against... Maybe Fiziev, but Fiziev's coming off a win. Fiziev's looking to go up the rankings. We could do a Massus Gamrot versus a Benoit. That'd be probably an eventful fight. That'd be a good one. Yeah, let's run that. Gamrot versus Benoit. That's a great fight. Why not? Nobody wants to fucking fight Gamrot either. That's a perfect fight. We could do Ruffy. Maybe we could do Ruffy versus Klein or Bahamondes or Alvarez. No, Alvarez moved up to 170. Fares Siam. That would be a great one. He's not injured. He just pulled out of this one because his grandma died or something. That'd be a great fight. Definitely not King Green. We can even do Torres versus Ruffy. That'd be a sick fight. Yeah, why not? Any of those names. Any of those names. Ludwig Klein, Fares Siam, Hawk Surpassed, Diego Fajeda, Torres, Jared Gordon. Any of those guys versus Ruffy would be a great fight. As for the main event, guys, I mean, it'd be stupid not to give Imavov the title fight, but he did talk about some kind of injury in his ankle, so maybe he won't get it. If he doesn't get it, he's definitely going to sit out and wait because he didn't even want this one in the first place. But as for Borralho, which I think he's going to sit in more of a Jared Cannonier type of position in that top 10, where he's almost like a gatekeeper for the title shot. You know what I mean? I don't think he'll ever... I just don't think he's that good to be able to cross that finish line. Maybe we can do a Whitaker versus Borralho, Apollo Costa versus Borralho, a Delidze versus Borralho, something like that where you can get a little bit more hype. You know what I mean? Maybe you can catch one of these guys coming off of a loss. That'd be sick. A Borralho versus Reiner de Ritter, a Borralho versus a Hernandez if one of those guys loses. Even a Borralho versus... Perfect. Why not? They're on the same fucking schedule. Borralho versus Dricus du Plessis. Why not? This is a banger fight. Borralho versus Dricus. Dricus gets to prove his grappling. Borralho gets to prove his striking. This is a perfect fucking matchup right now. Why not? Book it. End of the year, beginning of next year, February, March. Borralho versus Dricus du Plessis. Yeah, let's do that. That's a banger. I don't think Imavov's going to get the title shot. I think he's going to be injured. And I think they're either going to run Reiner de Ritter if he wins, or the other fucking might. Modestas Bukauskas, the living legend. The phoenix that rose from the ashes versus Paul Craig, a Scottish Jew. Paul Craig got flatline KO'd at the end of the round and decided to retire. And praise God be, because no one else needed to see any more CTE administered to this guy. He is 17-10. Okay? Let's just go through a little bit of Paul Craig's fucking career. TKO at the end of the first round. Nickel versus Craig, decision. Borralho TKOs him in the beginning of the second round. Allen submits Paul Craig at the end of the third. Craig beats Muniz. Don't remember that. Walker TKOs Paul Craig. Ozdemir decisions him. Krylov. Interesting. Bro, he has a better career than I remember. I thought he was getting flatline left and right. Hey, more credit to you, buddy. You retired. I'm glad for you, Bear Jew. Get the fuck out of here. You're a real 185er. You're not a 205er. Modestas Bukauskas was fucking mogging you out there, bro. As for Modestas Bukauskas, looking at that top 15 at light heavyweight, maybe a Zhang Mingyang coming off of a loss, or an Alonzo Menefield, or even a Krylov would be a great one because he's already been chinned twice. That's a perfect matchup. Krylov versus Bukauskas. Krylov's been chinned back-to-back fights. I don't know if his management's that fucking protective over him. It seems like not, because he got right back in there after getting chinned against Reyes. He got chinned against Guskov. So I think it'd be a great matchup. Hopefully beginning of next year. It gives enough time for Krylov to rest and recover and also come back. If not Krylov, they could also run the old Zhang Minyang or Minifield route. You know what I mean? Because Zhang Minyang's coming off a loss, that top 15 spot right there. It's not too much of a bump up for Bukauskas. Why not? Banger fight. Balaji Oki versus Mason Jones. I think I called this one correctly. I said Mason Jones was either going to get a third round submission or a TKO after getting rocked and fucked up in the first. And that's basically what happened, unless instead of the third, though, he got it done in the second, which was really fucking impressive. The way he took him down and controlled him and got the TKO on the ground, that was impressive. I knew he had a grappling advantage over Balaji Oki, but I didn't think it was going to be so obvious. You know what I mean? Like, Oki's really fucking strong. I knew that. I've seen him scramble really well out of positions. But man, Mason Jones is just a different level of grappler. These Welsh guys they're definitely not chinny, and they're fucking strong, man. You look at both guys like left and right in the same, picture frame. You're like, God, Balaji Oki's going to run through Mason Jones. And he almost did in the first round. He almost did. He fucking hurt him bad. But Mason Jones granite chins his way out of there in the first round and gets the TKO on the ground. Smashing elbows from full mount. I mean, boom, 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 boom. Bow, 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 bow. Mason fucking Jones, mate. As for what's next for these guys, how many wins is Mason Jones coming off of? David Onama. Lost against Mike Davis, who I think is actually pretty good. Beat Jeremy Stevens. Beat Balaji Oki. Maybe not quite a ranking. Let's see where we could put you, buddy. See where we could put you, buddy. Buddy, 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 buddy. Maybe we can go at Chase Hooper versus Mason Jones. Or like a Charles Johnson. That's what I think. Maybe Charles Johnson or Chase Hooper. Where is he ranked right now, mate? He got cut from the UFC after beating David Onama and losing against Ludwig Klein. Cut from the UFC, went to Cage Warriors. Got a first round finish, second round finish again. Decision against Michael Pagani. Beat Jeremy Stevens in unanimous decision earlier this year. Elbows from mount against Balaji Oki. He's on a 5-fight fucking win streak. I mean, obviously not in the UFC. He's on a 2-fight win streak in the UFC, but give him a little jump up in competition. Why not? Maybe a King Green. Maybe a King Green or a Jared Gordon. Maybe a Rivovix. Why not? As for Balaji Oki, he's kind of a win-one, lose-one, win-one, lose-one, win-one, lose-one, win-one, lose-one. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It seems like if he cannot get the finish in the first round, he falls apart. maybe a Jordan Levitt, Terrence McKinney, Zell Huber, Alexander Hernandez, Bonfim, something like that. Elvis Brenner, one of those guys. Exosola with the dumbest fucking finish I've ever seen in my life over Reese McKee, who doesn't know how to throw anything else but a 1-2. Both guys deserve to go die in fucking hell. Fuck both guys. This was a shit fight. Don't even want to talk about it. That was a shit fucking fight. Robert Ruffala versus William Gomi. It was a decent fight. This is where the fights kind of had a lull. Alex Sola and William Gomi. A lull after a lull. Why is it doing this? Why is it doing this, mate? Whatever. We'll go to the fucking Google page, huh? There you go. There you go, mate. Robert Ruhala versus William Gomi. I had Gomi winning 2-1, but I could see how it could be a split decision to Robert Ruhala. Both guys looked okay. No finishing potential from either man. I think Ruhala had Gomi hurt with that head kick in the third round, which could have swayed the judges, but I get it. William Gomi's coming off of a inconsistent record. Very inconsistent record. I don't care. Both guys can go eat shit. Lucien Kita misses weight and doesn't get his fucking fight, which good. If you miss weight, you don't fucking deserve to be in the UFC, brother. That's my opinion. Fuck you. This is the big show, big dog. Make weight or get the fuck out. Umar C with the TKO on the ground. Ribeiro was out. I think he landed one of those. Umar C landed one of those elbows from the top, and Ribeiro was out. With a record like 17-9, he should be cut. I don't think he's a good fucking fighter. He has no IQ in there. Doesn't know what to do, and he looks like shit. And he has no fucking chin. Some of these guys are just not made out for this, man. They're made to be a fucking trainer or something. As for Umar C, I'd like to see him get a little jump up in the rankings. Maybe he can get that Zhang fight, because Zhang just coming off a loss, and maybe we match up Menifield and Bukauskas. Why not? That's a banger. I don't want to kill two prospects with one, or I would match them up together, but that doesn't make any sense, because Bukauskas is just now coming back into the rankings, and Umar C's finally getting his mojo back. You know, he was a really good-looking prospect, 12-0 until he met Menifield. So maybe we do that Zhang fight with Bukauskas, and we do the Menifield fight with Bukauskas, and we do the Zhang fight with Umar C. I think that would be a scrap, right? Could do Nikita Krylov too. He is right there, ready to get chinned. So it really depends on what the UFC wants to do with each fighter. If they want to push Bukauskas or if they want to push Umar C, I think that's who you give Krylov to. The person you're trying to push into main contendership. You know what I'm saying? Because the light heavyweight's not fucking deep, bro. You get one win. He's 2 wins away. Honestly, he gets a win right outside the top 15, then he gets a win right inside the top 5. He can potentially get the title shot end of next year. Isn't that fucking crazy to say for a division? Remember back in the day, you had to win at least 3 or 4 fights in the top 10 just to get a sniff at a fucking title shot. And now it's, bro's 2 fights away and he's not even ranked right now. Marcin Tybura gets TKO'd on the feet against the fence by Ante Delija, who deserves it. He's been training hard. I heard on the broadcast he's moved away from his family into Tom Aspinall's fucking backyard. Tom Aspinall's, hey John, you know, I can't do a fucking Manchester accent, but you get my point. He basically moved in with Tom Aspinall. He's been training with them at their gym. Shows improvements. He rushed right at Marcin Tybura. No caution. Caution to the wind is what I'm trying to say. Fucking hell, mate. And he got the TKO in the first round. I mean, absolutely stunning work on the feet. Marcin Tybura is way too fucking slow. He's a fat blob who will sit against the cage, and it's just the truth. I'm sorry. Who the fuck is a Marcin Tybura fan? The guy's a shit fighter. He's fucking fat, and he only checks guys who don't know how to make it out of the first round. If you can run at him full speed and throw fucking hooks, you'll be able to kill him. He just sucks at getting out of the way. He's too fat. He's too slow. He has no footwork. I'm surprised he still wins fights, to be honest with you. He is the ultimate gatekeeper. Marcin Tybura's been around for a long fucking time. What does he rank? 7 or some shit? Marcin Tybura ranked fucking 7. How the fuck is that guy ranked 7, bro? As for Marcin Tybura, let's see the heavyweight division. Heavyweight rankings. What the fuck is going on? Maybe he can take on Salsa Boy. That'd be a banger. Or Blades. That'd be a good one. Why not? Shamil the Blob. Shamil the Blob Gaziev. Maybe we do Derek Lewis versus Shamil Gaziev. Oh my god, what a banger. Why haven't I thought about this one? A moving force versus an immovable object. Ante Delija versus Shamil fucking Gaziev. Or Salsa Boy. Either one of those. I digress on to the next. Fuck Marcin Tybura. You're a shit fighter. You don't deserve to be in the UFC with a record like that in the fucking heavyweight division. You're a disgrace. Go to the PFL. Disgusting behavior. Cal Fernandez with the leg kick TKO. Leg kick and move. Leg kick and move. Leg kick and move. Leg kick and move against the 5-day notice for Harry Hardwick. I don't know what to say. Cal Fernandez is okay. You're supposed to do it to someone right outside the top 15. I hope he can get right back in there. You're supposed to do that against You're supposed to do that against someone who is on 5-day notice, especially if you've been training for an entire camp. It's the lightweights, right? Let's see who you can match up Fernandez with. Maybe a Chris Duncan, a Drakkar Klose, a Bribovic if they haven't fought already. Or is that too far up? Maybe a Moises or Charles Johnson. It's another good one too. I mean, yeah. I do know Harry Hardwick's supposed to be a featherweight. He's not supposed to be a lightweight, so he took this one on 5-day notice, which got him into the UFC, but I think you know what I mean. This isn't his fucking division. Yeah. Brad Tavares and Sam Patterson. Sam Patterson gets a TK over Trey Waters. He's coming off of what, a 3-fight win streak? Not Trey Waters. Fuck Trey Waters, bro. Shit fucking fighter. 3, 4. Sam Patterson coming off of a 4-fight win streak. Wow. Where could we match up? Where could we match you up, brother? Sam Patterson. Maybe a Holland or like a Neil Magny. That'd be a banger. Maybe a Neil Magny fight? Or maybe even a Luque fight? Why not? Oh no, he's taking on Ponzinibbio. Oh no. Luque, what happened to you, brother? Where could we put you, Sam Patterson? Where could we fit you in? Maybe a Leal? Carlos Leal? Maybe a Muslim Salikov? Maybe a Burns? You could take on Burns. That'd be a good one. I don't know if Burns would take it, but it'd be a good scrap. As for Trey Waters, fuck Trey Waters, bro. You're a shit fighter. Brad Tavares loses against Rob Bierschek. 3rd round TKO against the fence. Enough said. Both guys are shit. That was a shit fight. Andreas Gustafsson, who I expected a lot more out of, lost by TKO in the 1st round. He got totally shut down by Renat Fakhretdinov, who will also probably be looking at the rankings now. My goodness. Just coming off of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-fight win streak. Renat Fakhretdinov is coming off of a 6-fight win streak, bro? No way. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-fight wins. I mean, this guy should be looking at the fucking rankings. Maybe we can match him up with maybe a Kevin Hall. No, Kevin Hall's already booked. Maybe a Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal matchup would be sick. Maybe a Gilbert Burns, Colby Covington. Maybe a Joaquin Buckley, but that's a big jump. That's a big jump. I guess Jeff Neal or Gilbert or Colby would be perfect, but I don't think Colby's going to take that. Colby's only looking for big names, which get the fuck out of the rankings, bro. And Shauna Brandon versus that fucking bitch. Oh, mate. Till next time, guys, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think about the matchups I made, the fight, UFC Fight Night Paris, how it went. Was it eventful? Did you like the start time? What you thinking?